How's it going, you guys? So in today's video, we're going over 5 of the best online savings accounts that you can open up in 2020. And by best, I mean these banks are all FDIC insured, which means your money is safe. These banks pay high interest rates and they're really reliable. Now, compared to the start of 2019, which is when I made my last online savings video, lots of rates have unfortunately dropped. However, this is still the smartest way to store your money. It's way better than putting your money in a traditional bank, paying like 0.01 or 0.03% interest. With these banks, you're getting like as high as 2% interest, which when you compare to those traditional banks, makes it a no-brainer. So let's jump directly into the first online savings account that I think you should open in 2020. Number 1 is the HSBC Direct Savings Online Savings Account. And this is the only savings account that's actually offered by HSBC, which is a huge international bank. As of January 2020, they are paying 2.05% interest. Additionally, there are no monthly fees, and you only need to put a minimum of $1 to open up an account. So now let's talk about that interest rate, 2.05%. That is actually very, very high. That means that for every $100 that you put into this account, you should expect to get about $2.05 of interest per year. If you want your money in an account that's easily accessible, where you can pull out money very fast, this is a very good way to store your money. And going back to that opening deposit requirement of just $1, that is so low for a bank that pays such a high interest rate of 2.05%. That is a win. Now, for a lot of these online savings accounts, they're not going to have physical locations. So for example, the HSBC Direct Savings Account, you're not going to have ATM access and you're not going to have debit card access. And for this particular account, you're going to have to open it for at least 180 days or about 6 months, because if you don't, you're going to be hit with a $25 fee. Overall, HSBC Direct Savings is a very reliable bank that pays high interest, so I definitely recommend this one. Number 2 on my list is the Ally Online Savings Account, and this is actually where I store most of my own money. Ally Bank is a very dependable bank, and many people who are into financial independence, they really rely on this bank to store their money. They almost always recommend banking with Ally Bank just because it's such a reliable experience. So currently, Ally pays 1.60% interest, which isn't the highest on this list, but there are some trade-offs because this is a bank that is very reliable, and many people have positive experiences with this bank. To open up an account, you actually don't need to put any money in it to start, so there is a $0 minimum. You can also get a free checking account with your online savings account, which makes it easy to write checks, and also there are no monthly fees. Now you might be thinking, why should I bank with Ally if they're only paying 1.6% and another bank such as HSBC, which we just went over, pays 2.05? Well, Ally Bank is one of those banks which is just hugely popular with people, and I mean there's a reason why it's so popular, because their customer service is great, their app is really great, they're safe, they are trustworthy, and it's just like a tried and true bank. Interest rate is actually just one of the many things you should take into consideration when choosing an online bank. And one of the great things is that you get that free checking account, which means you can actually write checks using your Ally Bank account. Whenever I've had a problem, I've just contacted their customer service, which is 24/7, and they've always resolved it on time. So yeah, Ally Bank, definitely a great choice for your online savings account. Doesn't pay the most interest, but it's very reliable and you won't be disappointed. Okay, number 3 on my list is VO Bank, and this is a bank that was actually founded in 2018, so it is relatively new. VO Bank is actually the online division of MidFirst Bank, which was actually started up in 1911. It's FDIC insured, so it's also a very trustworthy bank. Currently, VO Bank is paying 2.02%, which is on the high end of this list, and they do require you put in a minimum of $100 to open up your account. There are no monthly fees, except if you don't make any transactions for over 12 months, you're gonna get hit with a $5 fee. So this isn't the account for you if you never put in money, if you never take out money, or you never transfer your money around. I've heard great reviews about VO Bank, even though it is a newer bank and not as many people use it. I've heard that it is reliable, it's easy to use, And that's definitely things that you want to have in your online savings account. I love the high rates. I love that it's through a trusted bank, but with most online savings accounts, this one is not gonna have ATM access. That means you can't deposit cash directly into your account. You need to actually deposit cash into one of those traditional physical location banks. And then from there, you can transfer over your money. Okay, number 4 on my list is Comenity Direct Bank. And this bank actually pays 2.00% interest as of January 2020. To open up an account, you need to put a minimum of $100. And one of the best things about this account is that there are no monthly fees. With Comenity, you actually get free ACH transfers, and you also get free incoming wire transfers. These are definitely some great perks that could sway you in the direction of opening up an account with Comenity. Now, when I was looking at reviews for Comenity, the only negative that I seemed to see by looking at the reviews was that some people had a problem with the customer service. Specifically, they said that the customer service was pretty slow to respond. Now, I don't know how true that is, but if you're looking for a bank that pays a high interest rate of 2%, and you're willing to take that kind of risk in case the customer service is a little bit slow, then Comenity can definitely be a great online savings account for you to consider in 2020. Now, last on my list is the Marcus by Goldman Sachs online savings account. And everyone has heard of Goldman Sachs because it's one of the biggest banks in the world. Currently, it's paying 1.7% interest, which is sort of in the mid-range of where these high-paying online savings accounts are. There's a $0 minimum to open up an account, and there are no monthly fees. While 1.7% might seem a bit lower than 2.05%, it's actually not too big, and for most people, that difference isn't going to matter too much. With the Marcus account, you're not going to get ATM access, and you're not going to have a checking account. However, it is a very reliable bank that many people are satisfied with. So yeah, those are my top 5 online savings accounts for 2020. The rates are definitely lower than last year by at least 10-20%, but by far this is the smartest way to store your money if you think you might need it soon, if you want to store your money in a liquid place that you can access easily. Do not store the bulk of your money in a traditional bank such as Chase or Bank of America or Wells Fargo. They just pay really abysmal interest rates, and your money's definitely losing value when it's sitting in those accounts. With these accounts, you're getting at least 1.6 to 2% interest, which is battling off that inflation from making your money worth less. These are all very safe banks. They're FDIC insured, just like the traditional banks out there. So you shouldn't worry at all about putting your money here. Every time I meet someone new and they talk to me about their personal finance, they ask for any tips, I ask them, who are you banking with and where is the majority of your money stored? If they say that they store most of their money in a traditional bank, the first thing I let them know is you should put your money in an online savings account because you might as well get that 1.6 to 2% interest rate. And of course, these interest rates are subject to change. By the time you watch this video, it might not be January, so the rates might be a little bit different. So definitely check the websites, check the rate, confirm to see if it's still a rate that you like, and then you can sign up for the bank. I make $0 from this, just want to help you guys out. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit that like button and then also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos just like this. I make a ton of videos about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and investing. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.